Is the lighting okay? I'm not sure. The lighting has always sucked in my apartment. Fuck, I look like a hobo today. Well, you always do. Oh, I started recording. Hello everybody, and welcome to Irwe's first Q&A session. 1 week ago, I told you in a video to send in questions for me, and after a week, I would answer them. So it's been a week, so here we are. But I gotta say first that I was actually surprised by the amount of questions I got. I didn't really think I would get like any, because I didn't think people will, you know, take their time to write questions and send them in to me. But I actually got a lot of questions, and that's a lot of fun. I haven't read like none of them. I only checked from time to time to see how many questions I have, and I've been like, oh, every time. but I haven't read any. I read like one or two maybe, but I haven't read most of them. So yeah, this will be fun to see what people actually ask me. But okay, first question. Okay, I'm thinking I will do the questions I got from the mail first that people send in to asker@gmail.com. So okay, the first question I got was from Carlos Rodriguez. Is it Charles or Carlos? I don't know, whatever. Are you stuck with the Mental Omega Epsilon campaign, or you got tired? Well, kind of both, in a way. I mean, the Epsilon campaign was very hard. Well, every campaign in Mental Omega was insanely hard. But I haven't given up yet. I have kind of got tired because it was so hard, and the reason that you can't save in the campaign makes it even worse. And you know, it's like, but I haven't given up. I will continue that game and finish it. Don't worry, I definitely will. It's just that I have so many games I play right now, and I have so little time, and you know, blah 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 reasons. Do you like Mental Omega Online? It would be nice to if you could play there. Well, I have played like only a few games online. I don't know. It's something about playing against another human being that really stresses me in a way, because I really want to show off. And I don't know. It's when you play by yourself, single player, or you know, you skirmish against the AI. I feel much more relaxed because you don't need to like. You don't have any pressure to win or whatever. Like, if you lose, it doesn't matter. But when you play against another person, I have this weird thing that I gotta, you know, show how good I am or something. I don't know, it's weird. So I usually don't play online that much, at least not RTSs. But yeah, I do sometimes. I remember doing it when Hector Doomhammer had his streams. I sometimes, you know, snuck in and played some games just to be on the stream. That was fun. But yeah, I guess I will play. Maybe when I get back playing Mental Omega again, the campaign, I'll maybe drop by a few times and play online. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, second question is from Mr. Dobleniner. What do you think of playing various CNC games in multiplayer using third-party programs like CNC Online or Xvis or something? It would be fun to watch you get wrecked, but I don't know if you will enjoy it. Again, a multiplayer question. Well, I am using CNC Online sometimes to play, you know, Command & Conquer 3. Is it? Oh wait, there's actually two types of CNC Online. There's like the one with the newer games. Well, newer games, but the more recent Command & Conquers, like Command & Conquer Generals, Command & Conquer 3, Alert 3. They're using this new fan thing called CNC Online. But then there's this older one, CNC Online, that more focuses on you know, Tiberium Sun, Alert 2, or whatever. I guess you're meaning both. I'm not really sure which one you mean, but yeah, I have used both to play online, but I mainly used it to play with like people I already know. Used to play, you know, against an AI or something just to have fun. I haven't really played against strangers that much. I did play some King's Wrath like 1 year or 2 years ago, like actually playing, you know, against other people, ranked multiplayer, and that was pretty fun. I wasn't that bad actually. Maybe I won like 6 out of 10 games, 7 out of 10 games. So I mean, I wasn't terrible. So that was pretty good. That was fun. But yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. I mean, eventually I will run out of Command & Conquer games to play. I mean, campaign wise, I will be. I mean, after a while, I will have played all of them, and then what do? Well, I guess the only thing left is to play multiplayer, you know, keep uploading those videos or whatever. So that might be something I'll save for later when I'm done with all the campaigns and everything and blah blah blah. So it's an interesting idea. Okay, let's see. Next question is from Fisere, I don't know how to pronounce that. He asked a ton of questions. Some of them are not really, you know, interesting for other people to hear. It's mostly just like, oh, do you want to play Age of Empires 2 with me, blah blah. But here's another one. He asked me a bunch of questions in a row. I would like to start doing videos on YouTube, but I don't know the required stuff. I would buy a new computer, but I don't know which software to use for apps. Is it free? Question mark. What devices we need? Microphone, headphone, camera, and if a certain level of knowledge in computer science is necessary. Well, I can tell you already that I don't really know a lot about computer or software or anything, but you know, I mean, here I am sitting making videos, so it's not hard. I mean, if I can do it, most people can do it. Basically, I use a number of different recording softwares. I started using Fraps, as you mentioned first. It's not free. There is a free version, but if you're using the free version, you can only oh no, I burped. You can only record for like 30 seconds, I think. But if you buy the real version, I mean, you can of course record as long as you want. But the thing about Fraps is that it records in a very high quality, which is good, of course. But the file size of the files when you record are very big, so they take up a lot of space on your computer. But then when you render them, and if you don't know what render means, it's basically that you get the raw footage, like the raw file you got from a recording software, and put it in a program, and then kind of I mean, you can edit it and add text or whatever, you know, effects, blah, 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 whatever you want, and then you render it in a different file type if you want. You can lower the frames per second, the resolution, whatever. But you're basically doing it to decrease the file size to make it easier to upload to YouTube or whatever. But yeah, you don't really need that much, I mean, knowledge of stuff like this, because I didn't know anything. I just learned by doing it, so to say. The render program I use is a program called Sony Vegas Pro. I think it's version 13 or something. It's kind of tricky to get the hang of, at least for first timers. It took a while for me to get used to it, and I still don't know everything you can do with it. I mean, I'm really bad at rendering. I just put your video in there and I just render it. I don't really do anything fancy with it. I mean, I can put in text, but that's all I can do basically. And then maybe I can like put in frames or whatever, but that's basically all I can do. But yeah, and I mean, microphone, I started off with a crappy one, but then I bought a more expensive one, Blue Yeti it's called. It's pretty good. But I mean, if you have a decent one, it doesn't need to be that expensive. Camera, I'm using a regular Logitech webcam for this. It's not really very good quality. I'm thinking about buying a better one later when I have more money, but yeah, okay. So he has more questions for me, just for the form. How tall are you? Well, that's actually an interesting question. I'm actually not that tall. I'm actually pretty short. I am 171 centimeters. I don't know how much that is in inches or whatever, but I am 171 centimeters, which is actually considered to be pretty short, at least in Sweden, because most guys in Sweden are like 180 at least. So I'm pretty short, actually. I blame my mom. She's like 159 centimeters, so she's really short. Have you already been to Belgium? If so, did you like your trip? I have never been to Belgium. I'm sorry. So yeah, I can't answer that question. Your favorite Disney music, blah blah blah, whatever you want to tell. What? Well, favorite Disney music. I can already say that I love Disney movies and Pixar. I mean, I watch all of them, and the music in those games are amazing. That's a really hard question to answer. I mean, I like every music in Disney movies. When I was a kid, I didn't really like the music. I was like very impatient when I was a kid. I was like, oh come on, get on with the story already. but now when I'm older, I'm like, fuck, I love Disney music. I like singing along, you know, when they come. I love it. But I don't know. One of my favorites might be from Aladdin. You know, when they're in the cave and he meets the genie for the first time. You know, da 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 da. I don't know the song what it's called, but I like it. You never had a friend like me. You know that one. I like that one. Yeah. All right. I hope hopefully I answered most of your questions. So let's get on with the next one. Man, it's actually really fun doing this. Okay, let's see. Next question is from Edward Martius. Oh, he spelled my wrong name for first. Are you a virgin or a pussy destroyer? That's a funny question. I can say that I'm neither of those. So to say. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Next question is from Super Darth Vader 1. That's a cool name. Hello, my question is, which mod do you prefer to play? Mental Omega or Twisted Insurrection? If so, why do you like said mod so much? Wow, this is like, do you like ice cream or candy? It's like, both are good, you know? You can't really, I can honestly say I do not prefer one over the other one. I actually like them both. I think equally much, because basically Mental Omega is a mod for Red Alert 2, Twisted Insurrection is a mod for Tiberium Sun, and both of them are different games. And if somebody would come up to me and ask, what's your favorite game, Red Alert 2 or Tiberium Sun? I would be like, oh, like yeah, it's very hard. I can't. I don't think I can, because like they both have so much to offer. They're basically the same game, because they have like the same game engine and they play the same. But Red Alert 2 is obviously more wacky and, you know, fun, and Tiberium Sun is more serious and dark and deep. And I like both franchises. Maybe I like Tiberium Sun a little bit more because I played it more when I was a kid than Red Alert 2. But I can't. I mean, I still have a lot of fun playing both. Mental Omega is definitely harder than Twisted Insurrection, but that doesn't necessarily make it a bad game. I always like hard games because I like a challenge. I don't want games to be very easy and just, you know, hold your hand the entire time. I want games to be like, fuck you, you know, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna be like, you're gonna cry. You're gonna, you know, I like games to be hard, so I like that. And Twisted Insurrection, of course, have its moments where it's actually very hard too, but it's more forgiving. So I don't know. I like them both. Let's just leave it at that. Next question. Alright, and then we have a bunch of questions again from Michael Desposito. I guess a lot of people, you know, don't want to ask me one question. They want to ask me like a bunch of questions. But oh well. I mean, I'll try to answer them. Whatever. Warcraft or Starcraft? I probably should specify Warcraft 3, not Starcraft. I always wonder your opinion, because in my opinion Warcraft 3 has been was when micromanaged the shit out of the game by making everything hero related instead of building bases. Warcraft 3 was good, but what the fuck, Blizzard? Well, I gotta say that I never played Warcraft 3, so I cannot. Well, that's kind of a lie. I played the original Dota, you know, which is a mod of Warcraft 3, but I never played the actual Warcraft 3 game. So I can't really, you know, choose between Warcraft 3 and Starcraft, because I would obviously choose Starcraft because I have played that. Both the first and the second game now. I have made videos of Starcraft 2 when I play ranked, but I have actually also played the first one now. I bought it like half a year ago, and I played by myself. Not recording or anything, but I played by myself just to see, you know, what the fuss was about, because a lot of people like that game and it's a good RTS, so I thought I might as well try it. And I can honestly say that I really like it. But for now, I would obviously go over Starcraft because I never played Warcraft 3, so. Next question. Any idea when you plan to stream Red Alert 2? I already know you did an LP, but let's be honest, the game is the bomb. I love any scenes the game's available. Yes, well, I did. I already made a Let's Play of Tiberium Sun, but then I streamed it, and I already made a Let's Play of Red Alert 2, so why not stream that? Well, that's a good question. I actually had thoughts about doing it right after I did Tiberium Sun, but then some other stuff came in the way, and I streamed some other stuff. But yeah, I can do a stream of Red Alert 2 again, I guess. That would be fun. Kind of do what I did with Tiberium Sun, you know, just play and have fun and relax. Yeah. So how's the job? Met any ladies or men? I don't judge. Well, job is fine. It's a little stressful. I mean, one of the bosses we have, or like, what do you say, managers that like manage team managers, whatever you call it. He's kind of hectic, and he works like 150% every day. He's like he's really putting his soul into work. And if you don't work as much as him, he will he expects you to do it. And if you don't, he like yells at you like, go do that. You know, he's everywhere, and I get stressed just by being near him. You know, it's like, ugh. So it's okay, but it's a little stressful. And about the ladies or men, I mean, no, I don't really look for anybody now. Whatever. I mean, it's work. I mean, weird question. No, there's not any nice, really. Well, I mean, there's a lot of nice people there at the job, but not really anybody I like in that way. I mean, ever been to the United States? I'm an American, not the shitty kind. And I always wonder what other nations think about the country. I'm from the Midwest region, Ohio, so a lot of people give America's bad name, basically all the southern states. Well, I have actually been to America. When I was younger, I was like 15 or 16. I went with my family because I actually have I have some relatives in America actually. My mother had a sister who lives there with her family, and I have a few cousins. No, I only have two. But I've been there once at least, visiting them when I was 15 or 16, and they live in on Long Island, like outside New York. So I only been to Long Island and New York. That's all I've been. So I haven't been to Ohio. But I can say that America is, I guess it's a cool country. I mean, you don't have to agree with its politics, but I mean, it's a cool country to visit, of course. But yeah, let's just leave it at that. And then he asked, any place you would recommend to visit in Europe? Oh my god, I plan taking on a vacation next year depending on my master program and girlfriend needs. And wondered when you will go. I hear you talk about Gothenburg in Sweden, and it sounds cool. Any place in Sweden that you would like tourists to visit? What about regional? Well, I can say that in Europe there's like a ton of stuff to see. It's kind of, well, that really depends on how long you plan to stay. I mean, if you plan to stay for like 3 months, you have a lot of time to see everything. But if you plan to stay like a week, I mean, you don't have time to do everything. So it really depends on how much time you have. But I mean, me myself, when I did my Euro trip with a couple of friends last summer, I mean, we were kind of like, okay, what do we want to see? And then we decided where to go depending on what we want to see. Because so we're like, do you want to be like a tourist thing and visit like culture or whatever? Maybe you should go to Paris and Berlin or whatever. But if you just want to, you know, hang out, have fun at the beach or whatever, maybe you should go to Italy or Croatia or whatever. If you want to try a nice beer, you should go to like, you know, the Czech Republic or Hungary or, you know, Germany, anywhere. But I mean, it really depends on where, I mean, what you want to do. If you want to smoke weed, I mean, go to Amsterdam. I mean, it really depends on what you want to do. But yeah, Gothenburg in Sweden. Well, if you plan to go to Sweden, I would definitely recommend Stockholm first, which is the capital of Sweden, because it's more like a metropole than Gothenburg. Gothenburg is a much smaller town, but Stockholm definitely has more to offer. I mean, it's a bigger town, has a lot of culture. But then Gothenburg also has a lot of culture and a lot of sightseeing things for tourists. We have a great amusement park called Liseberg, which is very nice. And we have the archipelago outside the town, which is very nice, which is quite unique. There's not really much places in the world that looks like this. So the archipelago outside Gothenburg is definitely something I would recommend. It's actually where my parents have a place during the summer too, so it's very nice. I would recommend that. Hope that helps, and let's move on with some other questions. Alright, here we have a question from Alex Chile. Chile, Ala. What's your favorite unit from the Alert series and Tiberium series? That's a good question. Another Alert / Tiberium related question. Well, I would say from Red Alert. That's a hard one. Well, no, it's probably the prison tank. Oh god, the allied prison tank. I love it so much. It's just awesome. I mean, it can just kill a base and like, I mean, if you have a few of them, you can ping ping ping, and you know the base is dead in like seconds. I love it. I love it. From the Tiberium series. Well, that's kind of hard. I always liked the hover MLRS from Tiberium Sun. You know, the GDI hovercraft unit. I really like that one because it's very like iconic of that game. You see it in cutscenes a lot, and I mean it's just awesome. I love it. But I don't know. I also like the Avatar from Command & Conquer 3 or Nod. I really like that one. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's got to be a tie between those two, I think. Yeah. Next question. Alright, here we have some questions from Angry Hitler Parodies, which apparently has a YouTube channel he wants me to shout out, but okay, I guess he makes Angry Hitler Parodies, so go watch him. Well, why did you start YouTube? Why did I start YouTube? Identity crisis, No, but I guess, I actually watched other people doing Let's Plays. Oh my god, this is gonna be embarrassing, but I think the person that made me want to do YouTube videos is a guy named Anders EL. I don't know if you know him, but he's basically this YouTuber who's actually very popular now. I mean, he grown exponentially like during the years. He's like very popular now. He plays mostly Counter-Strike Go, I think, and Minecraft. But a few years ago, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, I started playing Minecraft myself, and it was like kind of new. I think it was still in beta. And I played Minecraft, and I obviously watched people play it on YouTube. And I watched this guy called Anders EL on YouTube. He made Minecraft videos, and I thought it was funny. And then I was like, I can do this. I can fucking do this myself. I'm funny. Well, at least I think, but... And I was like, yeah, I should do this. I can do this. So I started doing it. Just for fun. And then after like a year and a half, I realized that, man, I'm beginning to be quite popular. Maybe I should, you know, continue doing this and get a little bit more serious. And here I am. So that's why, I guess. And I obviously think it's very fun to like show the games I love and why I love them, and show the people of the world how I play them and why I enjoy them so much. I mean, I really like that. I want to share my feelings and thoughts of games to people. I mean, I like it. Will you start Age of Empires 2? I can already say a lot of people have asked me that question. I mean, yeah, I guess I will. So at some point, because it's an RTS and I play it a lot with friends. Not so much anymore though, which is a shame. But yeah, I will definitely play through the campaign and maybe, you know, play some more games with friends and record it and have fun and blah blah. Age of Empires 2 definitely on the list of games I should play. All right, next question is from James Bennett. In Red Alert 2 /Yuri's Revenge, do you prefer Soviets or Allies? Another Red Alert 2 question. Well, to play like competitive against another person, I think I prefer the Allies. I think I'm better playing them. I mean, the fact that they have prison tanks, and I think they have better strategy, and I don't know, I like them better with the spy sat. The spy satellite, which makes you see the entire map, in my opinion, is very overpowered. And the chronosphere opened up very many opportunities. I mean, you can even chronosphere, you know, enemy units into the water or whatever. But obviously, chronosphering like 9 prison tanks into the enemy base is very deadly. So I would prefer the Allies. They have the spies too. I mean, it's just the Soviets have its. I mean, obviously, its strengths too, such as the Apocalypse tank, the Kira airship, which can like single-handedly kill a base. So of course they're pretty powerful too, but they can be countered pretty easily. So I would say the Allies. Alright, next question from Cassandra Pentacast. Or is it Carlos? I don't know. Or whatever. Whoever you are. Hey, greetings from Canada. Are you going to continue with making more Banished Let's Plays? It's an awesome series and I'd hate to see it go. Thanks. Well, that's also a good question. Banished. That's been a while since I played that. I do love that game. It's a lot of fun. the reason I stopped playing my Let's Play of, you know, when I tried to recreate Gothenburg from like the 16th century or whatever, it's because I played with a mod called Colonial Charter, but that mod keeps updating itself like all the time, and unfortunately the more recent updates, you can't go back to a previous save and load it from a previous version of the mod with the new version. So that save file kinda, you know, disappeared into nothingness, which is very sad, because I really like that Let's Play, and Banished is a great game. I still play it today from time to time with that Colonial Charter mod. It's very fun, but I might go back to it, but then I'll have to start from the beginning, which kinda sucks. But yeah, maybe I'll do some other project, but the Gothenburg project was something I really wish I'd continue with. But the same, yeah, unfortunately the save file is like, I can't go back to it, which kinda sucks. But yeah, more Banished in the future, definitely. Next question. Alright, next question is from Daniel Marino Pascal. I know already that I'm not the unique guy who's gonna ask you this, but how long is your dick in centimeters? And when was your first time sexually? I have to say, Daniel, you are actually the only one who asked me this. I did say in the video I did a week ago that you could ask me anything, so well, I guess this is my own fault. You gotta understand that I can't sit here and tell you how long my dick is. I'm not gonna do that. No, that's not happening. I can tell you it's long enough. When was your first time sexually? Oh my god, why should I even ask this? Let's just say I was 18 and it was with my first girlfriend, and it was very romantic, and it was very nice. Let's leave it at that. I think you fucked up saying that we can ask you everything. Thanks, Fro. Be yourself and make me smile all days. A hug from North Spain. Well, a hug back for you. It's it really. I'm really glad that I make you smile every day. That's kind of why I'm doing this, to make people happy and, you know, share my, you know, my happiness with games or whatever. So I'm glad that at least one person smiles each day when watching me. So that's. My job here is done. Let's get on with the next question. Alright, now we will move over to the questions I got from Twitter, people who tweeted me. So the first one is from Foxy. Irv, are you gonna do more Years of Revenge? Oh my god, I can't believe how many people ask me this. It's like, Irv, are you gonna do... Alright, I can tell you this. I will do more Years of Revenge. Take it easy. I will. I definitely not abandon that game. As I said, I will get back to Mental Omega, and maybe I'll even do a stream of Red Alert / Years of Revenge in the future. So don't worry, I will get back to the game. It's just, you know, I have so many games to play right now, and there's so little time. But it feels like I already answered this. Let's next question. Alright, Tom Bailey tweeted me. Will you play multiplayer scenes in game with fans? I kind of feels like I already answered this also. Well, it would be fun to dedicate like a stream or something where I play different Command & Conquer games with fans, multiplayer-wise. Let's say Years of Revenge or Mental Omega online, and people could like join in and, you know, battle me. That would be pretty fun. I'll probably dedicate a stream at some point for that, and I will definitely announce before I do it, so, you know, a lot of people have the chance to be there and play with me and whatever. So yeah, definitely in the future. Be on the lookout for that. So yeah, good question. Next question. Alright, and then we have Christopher Moulton asked, hey, nice to see that you hit 5k, thank you. How has your YouTube journey been for you, and what would you do differently if you started over? This is actually an interesting question. Well, my YouTube journey has been a lot of fun, I can say. I started off, you know, from nothing. I mean, nobody have heard of me, and, you know, it was just a small group of people that I guess know me from, you know, Minecraft or whatever. You know, as I said earlier when I played Minecraft and I watched this guy named Amnesty. There was a bunch of people I knew because we played like together on a server or whatever. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start making YouTube videos too. And so at first I only had those people watching me, of course. But then I grow exponentially more and more. And I think a huge breakthrough for me was when I started playing Red Alert 2. I think that was the game that really pushed my popularity, you know, over an edge. But like at first I wasn't really popular. I got like 1 subscriber per week or something. But then when I started doing Red Alert 2, it was It was like, you know, a lot of people for some reason thought, you know, I was very fun to watch or something. I don't know. I also think it's because not a lot of people have made a proper Let's Play of Alert 2. There were a few people, but either they were very old, so the quality was shit. They had no commentary, and the commentary they had was either in like German or fucking some other weird language that people didn't understand. So I think I was one of the first people who actually did a proper Let's Play, decent quality in English. I think I was actually the first to do it. I think. So maybe that's why I got a lot of popularity from that, because people were like, I gotta tell you, if you go to YouTube and search for Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 Viewers Revenge, I think my video will be like one of the first. I actually think so. Because I also made a bunch of skirmish maps of Red Alert 2 and Viewers Revenge, and those are my popular, my most popular videos on YouTube. They have like 100,000 views each. So those are my most popular videos, and so yeah, that was fun. And after that, I did every other Command & Conquer, and that's just how I escalated, I think, which is nice. But it's kind of sad because when I try to play some other games, nobody watches it. It's like everybody just want to see Red Alert 2, Viewers Revenge, Command & Conquer General. But as soon as I upload something else, it's like fucking. I get like one view, and I'm like, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, I spent like 10 hours on this, and nobody watches this. All right, I guess I'll go back to Command & Conquer then. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Command & Conquer games. I play them all the time, but it's like I have so much more to offer. I play so many more games than Command & Conquer, but nobody want to watch it. It's like it's sad, but yeah. And what would you do differently if you started over? Well, now when I think of it, I would obviously start with Red Alert if I know it would be that popular. But I will obviously also, I mean, I couldn't know at the time, but I would try to be a little bit more professional. Like when I started playing, I was like, I didn't really take this seriously. I mean, I still don't do. I mean, I sit here, I fart and burp, and I swear in my videos. I mean, that's not really professional, but I guess I would take it a little bit more serious at least, and put more effort into it. And I would also start it with the better microphone, because the microphone I had when I started, it was just terrible. I mean, I wasn't really young when I started. I was like 20 years old. But when I watch my older videos, I sound very young for some reason. And I gotta say, I haven't changed much since I was 20. So I think I hit puberty when I was 20. So I think the microphone really fucked me up there. I sound really weird on those older videos. I kind of sound like this. Hello everybody, welcome back to I sound like that, and it's like, what the who is that person? I mean, seriously, watch like my first episode of Red Alert 2, and then watch a video I upload today, and you can hear the difference, and it's so weird. What is that? I don't get it. It has to be the microphone, because I haven't changed. It's weird. Oh well. That's probably what I would do differently. Interesting question. Next one. Alright, next up we have Peter Johnson, who asked me 2 questions, or several, but in 2 tweets. Let's start with the first one then, which is this one, I guess. When will you make Red Alert 2 videos? Oh my god, again with these questions. Whatever is your challenge maps, or perhaps a speedrun. Well, again, as I said, I will continue with those games. Chill out. I already answered this. What about Pokemon? Oh, well, you're actually the first one who asked that. Pokemon was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing Pokemon Emerald for the first time, which was a blind Let's Play. Very interesting. I never do that. Oh my god. But I had plans to do other Pokemon games, because the first Pokemon game, the first generation, is one game that I really love, and I thought about playing that one too. The remake, Fire Red or Leaf Green. I thought about playing that one, and also then some other games like the second generation, the remakes of those. What are they called? Soul Silver and Heart Gold. I will definitely make a Let's Play of those. But again, as I said before, so many games I want to play, but so little time, so it will have to wait. I'm sorry, but it will take a while before I start playing those. But then you had a second question. You said you would make a Amnesia Let's Play years ago. What happened with that plan? Well, yes, I also said that, and I said it like years ago. That is true. Well, same answer here. I mean, so many games I want to play, so little time to do it, so that won't have to wait. I'm sorry, but oh my god, yeah. I mean, damn it, if I had to play all these games I want to play, I would have to quit my job and just do this full time, but I can't do that because I don't make enough money to do it. So I can't, I'm sorry. But Amnesia definitely in the future. I can't say when, of course, because, you know, I have no idea when I'm going to be done with the games I play now. But I will get there. Amnesia, Alien Isolation, definitely a game I want to play too, which is kind of in the same genre. But yeah, in the future. Let's just leave it at that. Next question. Alright, the next question is from Hector Doomhammer himself, aka Overlord Doomhammer. What were your favorite videos to work on? Will you look into Rise of the Reds? Meow for us. Alright. What were your favorite videos to work on, make? That's hard. Well, I had a lot of fun making the Red Alert 2 challenges, which are my most popular videos. I actually had a lot of fun making those. Because like, it was actually this one person who liked my Red Alert 2 videos so much that he actually sent me an email and told me that, here, hi Irwe, I like your videos, I have a bunch of challenge maps for you that I want you to play. His name was Yoshi Fan number 3, I think. I think I made a shout out to him in a bunch of videos. But he basically sent me a bunch of maps. I think it was 7 or 8 of them that he wanted me to play, and I was like, sure, I'll do it. And I had a lot of fun making those because he actually wrote like descriptions of the maps that I should read out at the beginning, and I mean, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was probably my high point, I think. That was a lot of fun. But then again, I love making all the videos and all the games I do. So, but that was really fun, I think. Will you look into Rise of the Reds? Well, that's a great mod for Command & Conquer Generals, and I know that you stream it a lot. But yeah, I guess. I mean, I did play Contra a while back, showcased that mod for Command & Conquer Generals, which is in my opinion my favorite Command & Conquer Generals mod. But Rise of the Reds, it's very cool. I might do a bunch of videos about Rise of the Reds, showing off the different factions. I might do that as well. I know a lot of people would like me to do it. I know it would probably get popular if I do it. So yeah, again, the same answer. So much I want to do, so little time, but in the future, perhaps, maybe. And for the meowing, meow. Next question. All right, next up we have Mark Seos Major. Oh, that's a hard name. Do you plan on playing other genres of video games for your channel in the future? Also an interesting question. It feels like I already talked about this subject, but definitely. I mean, I'm not all about Command & Conquer. I play a bunch of other games, simulators, FPS. I mean, I play many types of games, platformers, I mean, everything. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of plans. I mean, I can name a few. We already talked about Amnesia, we talked about Banished. I'll definitely do maybe some, you know, other simulation games such as City Skyline, which was recently, half a year ago, released, which is a really cool city builder. Maybe more Roller Coaster, which I already played a lot. I'll probably continue that. Tomb Raider is something that I played before. I started a Let's Play of Tomb Raider 2, which is one of my favorite Tomb Raider games, but then I stopped for some reason. It wasn't really popular, but I might get back to it. But yeah, I have a bunch of other ideas of different video games to play, and there's a bunch of platformers I want to Let's Play, such as Mega Man X, maybe some more Sonic games. The Metroid series is something that I recently found out to be very fucking good. Like, I heard about it before, of course, and I read about that, you know, it's very, very popular games. And I was like, okay, I might as well try Super Metroid. And when I tried it out, I was like, what the fuck is this game? How have I never played this before? I fucking loved it. So I played Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission, Metroid Prime. I mean, I just played them all, and I fucking love them. And it would be great to make like a Let's Play of those, because, man, I had a lot of fun playing those. I really enjoyed them. So yeah, definitely, more platformers, simulation games, FPSs. Metro 2033 is something I also want to play, so yeah, there's a lot of things I have planned that I'm going to Let's Play, so stay with me and you will see much more content from Irwe in the future. Next question. Alright, and for last, we have a bunch of people who couldn't follow simple instructions who decided to post their questions as comments on a video I made a week ago, but okay, I will answer your questions too. So the first one is from Daniel Dark, and he asks, underwear or boxers? I will have to say neither. Full naked. Next question. Alright, and then we have Christian Kami. Are you a Christian communist? That's pretty interesting. Will you do more Open TDD? It was really good. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe is also a game that I enjoy very much. I have not played it in like a year, I think. And I did make a Let's Play of it. And that's also one of those games that I definitely want to go back to at some point. But the thing is, that game updates all the time, and there's new mods coming out. Mods, they're actually called new graphics and everything. But, I mean, there's a bunch of updates and new things that come to the game all the time. So it feels like, if I start a Let's Play, it will take a lot of time to record and render and upload. And then by the time I made a bunch of episodes, it would already have updated. And then it would be like, oh my god, I gotta update, and then I gotta start over. So it's kind of like Banished, that if I want to do a Let's Play of it, I have to play for like non-stop for like 3 weeks or something. So I do as much content as I can before it updates. But yeah, Open TDD, definitely something I will get back to. Next question. Alright, and then we have 2 questions from Casper Phantom he actually also explained why he was lazy and wanted to post the questions in the comment section instead, which is okay. I think you're one of the best players at Alert 2/Euroseries, the reason why I subscribed, and I want to know 2 things. Well, thank you for that. When exactly you started to play Alert franchise? Well, it was when I was very young. I think the game was released, what was it, 2000? I was 10 years at the time, and I think I bought the game a year after. I think I bought a game when I was 11. And I actually have a very fond memory of it. The thing is, I first played the game at a friend's house who had it, and I was like, oh, what's this? A new Command & Conquer? That's really cool. Like, I know it existed, but I never played it, so we played it, and I immediately fell in love with it. I'm like, I gotta have this. And I mean, I was 11, I didn't have much money. But, you know, when you're a kid, you usually get, like, allowance from your parents. So I saved up, like, allowance for a few weeks, and then, like, yes, I have enough money to buy Roulette 2. And I went to this game store, which doesn't exist anymore, and I loved that game store. It was pretty close to where I live. And it was a place that I visited, like a bunch of times a week. You know, I just went there and looked at the games, and I was like, oh, I want this, oh, I want this, oh, I don't have money for this, oh, I want it. You know, it was just fun. And then I saved up enough money to buy Roulette 2, and I remember I went in the store, and I just immediately went to Roulette 2, and I grabbed it, and I was like, I want this, and I paid with the money. And then when I got it, and and then when I walked home, I had the game in front of me, and I read, like, on the box all the way home. I looked at the back, and that's what I liked about old games. They had like these big boxes, and there was like a bunch of stuff in the back, that you can read about the game, and there was like pictures, and I remember walking home with the box in front of me, reading everything, and I didn't even see where I went. I was like, I mean, I could have been hit by a car or something. I was just walking like this, and I was so excited. And then I got home and I installed it and I put in the disc, and it was this awesome. When you installed Roulette 2, it was this awesome installation thing, where it was like, warning, military software detected, top secret clearance required, and it was so awesome. I fucking loved it. I just sat there and I was like, I was so excited. And then when I finally, oh my god, fond memories. I love that. Will you make more of them, like new maps, maybe mods, or another one of these questions? Yes, I will make more Alert 2/Euroseries videos. I already answered this. Blah 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 blah. Next question. Alright, and then we have Thomas No Name, who asks me, do you believe in Santa? Very good question, sir. Let's just say, of course. I mean, who doesn't believe in Santa? No, but I gotta say, I think I was one of those kids who quite early understood that, man, this Santa is a fucking phony. Because I have no memory, of me actually believing in Santa. Like, the first memory I have of Santa was when I was 5, I think. And I think I already then knew that it wasn't the real thing. Like, I already knew it was my dad dressed up, because I think it kind of spoiled it. He kind of fucked up his costume or whatever, so I kind of knew it was him. And before that, I probably believed in Santa, but I don't have any memories of it, so Yeah. Alright! Oh my god, that was a lot of questions to get through, but yeah, I actually got a lot more questions than this, but I didn't answer them because they were either the same question as somebody else already asked, or they were just weird and I couldn't answer them. I mean, some people asked like, "Hi Irv, do you want to play this game with me? Irv, do you want to be my friend? Irv, add me on Steam." And I'm like, how do you answer that? So, I mean, it's not really fun for me to bring them up here. I mean, nobody really cares how I answer those. But so yeah, if your question didn't get answered, it's because somebody else already answered it. I mean, asked it, or you know, it was just like stuff like I couldn't really answer. But yeah, man, this was really fun. I had a blast reading all the questions and whatever. So this was very fun. And yeah, I reached 5,000 subscribers. Fuck yeah. So wow, this is my first Q&A session. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in another video. Take care, bye bye.